Tell me who you are, get in the car.
Right now.
Reach for the stars, I want it all.
Right now.
This is huge, and sincerely yours has the health advantage.
Enemy remaining.
Oh, Henry with 3. Henry with 4. It's Cosmic versus the world. He's gonna find one. The Empress could be a game changer here. Cosmic trying his hardest to win this. Oh, Cosmic with 3. He's gonna clutch it up for sincerely yours.
Hello, welcome everyone.
Hello everybody, welcome to Bot Lobby Valorant. I'm your host IXP once again. I'm here with the one, the only Mitch.
How's everyone doing today? All right.
How about you?
How about you, IXP?
I'm excited. I just want to get started. My legs are jumping right now. I want to see this. We have two really great teams here. One, there's a lot of information about. The other, there's virtually no information about. Two, this is the matchup of the moderators, I guess you could say. Because we have Matter on one team and Piglet on the other. Matchup of the admins. We'll get into the lineups later and the maps. Stay tuned for that. But yeah, two very good teams. I mean, I think both these teams are relatively good.
Yeah. So the two teams we're going to be seeing today coming out for you guys are going to be Team Nebula versus the 13th Order in this preseason game. For our first map that we'll be playing today, our first map is actually going to be Haven. So this is such an interesting map choice for our first map. So I'm interested to see what we got going on because there's 3 sites to hold instead of just the 2. So this is something that we haven't really experienced too much of, and I'm excited to see what these two teams bring to this. To be honest with you, what do you feel like, IXP?
Yeah, I think both these teams are really strong. I know Nebula from past experience is very, very strong on Haven. It's going to be a little, I don't know. For 13th Order, it's going to be, it's blind. You know, I don't know what to think. I don't know if they're...
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think? I'm starting a little bit because we haven't seen. I think I've only seen one player play on 13th Order.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to be able to keep up.
I totally get that. I mean, I do believe that I've seen Leafy play. I've seen Axe play. I haven't seen much from the 13th Order team, so I'm excited to see what they're gonna bring to it. I know the team I'm working closely with. I'm actually coaching them, Team Nebula. I know they're pretty strong. They're feeling themselves right now, and they're pretty confident. So I'm excited to get in the first game. You ready, IXP?
I'm born ready. I'm excited for this
Born
one.
ready. All right,
Guys.
so we'll go ahead and get into that first game of Haven.
Yeah, I think. What are you thinking composition-wise? Because I can think of a few things, but I want to see here. I want to hear you.
So I know for Nebula, we're expecting Frog yet to pick his Jet. Roy is going to be probably playing his Sage. We have some newcomers to our team as well, so I know that there's going to be some new picks that we're still like trying to understand. It looks like we might be getting a Brimstone here and a Killjoy, which is interesting. But when it comes over to the 13th Order side, yeah, no, we're already seeing they have double initiator set up, only one duelist. So that's already interesting to me, and I see that Killjoy in the Brim. Or not Brim, Omen. So we know these characters are all pretty strong. They seem pretty confident in their picks right away. So I'm excited to see what they got going on today.
Yeah, locks coming in from everybody on 13th Order. Nebula still considering their options. Think about it. But I actually like the comp coming in from 13th Order. I think it's a good composition.
Yeah. No, I 100% agree. It really is. And going into this, we already see it looks like on Nebula they might be doing double Sentinel if they lock in Killjoy as well. And it looks like that's what they're going to be locking in.
I like composition from both sides. I do like the Sage on Nebula better. just because I just feel that Sage is a good pick on this map. I don't know. It's going to be an exciting game nonetheless. Can the virtually unknown 13th Order take down the powerhouse of Nebula? It's going to be a good game, guys. We're not going to commercial or anything, but you won't want to go anywhere. I'm really hyped for this one.
Yeah, no, both these teams. And Nebula defending first, and we're going to see 13th Order attacking first. So we got a good mix here. So excited to see what they're bringing. It looks like Nebula's already setting up, just guarding every single entrance. Like you were mentioning, we see a Sage on this map quite often. Where would, if IXP, when you're playing Sage on this map, where do you normally put your wall at?
Well, I normally don't play Sage. I only have over 10 minutes of Sage in my lifetime. But I feel like Sage is very strong on B. You know, blocking off B entirely is pretty strong for one agent. That's, you know, it looks like that's what Nebula's going to be doing. But right off the bat here, 13th Order looking to take C long. All 5 players there. Line coming in from Grampy. Only 1 player on site for Nebula. It's going to back off. Site control going all the way of 13th Order. They have wasted no time getting started here. Plant coming through. And Nebula's quick to rotate over. Yeah. Roma Boy had a nice angle. Dumpster Baby's going to take out Pablo. Leafy's going to take out Bling Long. That's going to be a mouthful. J Machine's going to take out Nat, but Roma Boy and Dumpster Baby are going to fall. Frog, though, is going to take Leafy. J Machine's going to take Grampy, and it's a 2 versus 1. Nebula's has the number advantage. Taking the defuse. Frog doesn't miss a shot. And Axe is going to fall. It's going to go 1-0 Nebula.
Wow. Yeah. No. Really well done from Nebula there. They did a pretty good setup. You know, kind of letting them take that site, have that full site control, and playing retake together as a team. So that was extremely well done. They executed properly. They had a really good site take though for 13th Order. Everything was completely set up. I mean, the perfect flashes coming in from C long. Even if he wanted to hold that C site, there's no way he could have.
Yeah, 13th Order looked very strong, you know, coming in here. I keep saying it. They're, you know, unknown team, but they came in to not waste any time getting started. Yeah, 13th Order looking to go all pistols. No armor, nothing. On the other side, though, Nebula has some pistols, Marshall, Spectres, Sheriff there, too. This is going to be interesting. Nothing happening. Pretty quiet. Leafy and Dumpster Baby going to come in contact. Dumpster Baby's going to get some shots off. Nat comes back to help Leafy. Trying to get some shots, and that's all 5 players for 13th Order in Garage. Molly going to come out. That's going to find Grampy. Dumpster Baby's going to find another in Nat. Dumpster Baby got 3. Pablo's going to fall. Leafy. Now just on how Dumpster Baby's going to find 4 and not going to find the 5th. Roman Boy's going to find the Marshall shot on Axe. And, well, almost an ace for Dumpster Baby. Really good performance there. What you think about after that round?
Wow. I mean, both teams, I mean, it looks like 13th Order is trying to go for this like little bit of a default play. But Nebula's giving them no room to work. They're not pushing any extremities. They're not getting aggressive with any point. Really, honestly, at this point, Nebula is just playing a stand-up defensive game here. And it looks like 13th Order is getting a little confused. This round, though, it looks like they're going for a fast A push.
I think 13th Order they've been looking very good. There's no doubt about that, but just overall team play, I mean, all 5 players going through Garage probably wasn't the best idea, but hey, I'm not going to judge. J Machine's going to find Leafy pretty early on. Grampy's going to find Frog, though. That's a huge pickup. Frog's been a key player for Nebula. Brimstone ult going to come through. Is he going to find anything, though? Dumpster Baby's going to find Grampy. Roy Boy's going to find Nat. Dumpster Baby's going to find another.
Wow.
Pablo, and that's another quick round by Nebula. 3-0.
Wow. Yeah. So I mean, so far at this point, they are doing extremely well with these site holds, and 13th Order is having trouble getting anything done on site. I mean, they can take the site just fine. They don't even have time to plant the spike though before Nebula is in their face and fighting them. They're having a hard time getting onto these sites here. So I'm a little bit worried for them at this point and wondering what they're going to try and do different.
Yeah, they've been fine with getting onto the sites, I feel like, but just keeping that site positioning, it's just been not working too well. Blind coming through from Grampy. Dumpster Baby's fallen to a sliver of HP. Very scary. Yeah, Leafy's gonna take Dumpster Baby out.
Spike planted.
Plant coming down on C. Numbers advantage for 13th Order. But as I say that, Leafy falls. Frog, half health. Looking to do something here. Kurt's gonna spot out 3. Over towards defender side spawn. Good site positioning though. Roy My Boy's gonna take out Nat. Blink Blong is gonna take out Axe. Roy My Boy's gonna take out Grampy. Pablo's gonna find Frog though.
Oh,
Pablo's gonna find another in J Machine, but it's not gonna be for Blink Blong. Ends up finding another. Defuse coming in. It's close, but not close enough. Defenders will win again. Nebula goes up for nothing, and the gap widens even more.
wow. Wow. Honestly, I got a little nervous there, Pablo. I swear, I thought he had a clat in the mix there. It looked, they all lined up for him. It was perfect. But again, we're seeing the same thing. They're taking site. It's that post plant. They're struggling with it. I mean, Team Nebula is really just waiting for that late push and then pushing on the site then. 13th Order, I think if they want to start winning some rounds here, they really need to just start playing some of these extremities and making sure that they're not pushing in all at once.
Yeah, I do believe that Nebula has the best retake in Bot Lobby right now. It's so clean, so precise. You know, everybody doing their part.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to explain it. Very good retakes by Nebula here. That's not the first time we've seen it, though. Slower round coming in from 13th Order. Well, they're opting to play a little bit back. Nebula has been moving from site to site. Looking for something, anything. Still playing relatively slow. 13th Order's looking a bit closer towards A. I believe that's what they're going to go for here, yeah.
We just have Blink Bonk on site.
It's just Blink Blonk. Rolling Thunder coming through. Blink Blanc's on site alone. No one's punished it, though. Finally, Pablo takes out Blink Blonk, and that's 5 versus 4 situation for 13th Order. Frog Heaven looking to do some damage with the op. Grampy's planning. Frog's gonna take out Axe, though. Roy My Boy's gonna take out Nat. J Machine. Flash coming through. Grampy looking for something. Pablo in a really good spot to do some damage. Pablo's gonna find the last kill on Dumpster Baby. And that happened so fast, I don't even know what happened, but it's 4-1. 13th Order gets the first round on the board.
Extremely well done by 13th Order there. I mean, they really took that site with such strong conviction. I mean, that ult coming in was huge. It really allowed them to completely take that site. I mean, Bling Blanc couldn't do anything against that. I mean, his entire Killjoy setup, he used all of it. It was no match against 5 people pushing him and the ult. So they did a really good job. And then that retake was pushed down and punished. They did an extremely well job there. And it looks like they're going to be pushing up C long this round pretty quick.
Yeah, once again, both. I wonder if it's going to be a repeat of the first round. Going to back off a little bit, though. Looks like the last 2 rounds they've been going for this. 13th Order has been going for this relatively slow approach. Attacking J Machine's going to fall low. Molly coming out. This ain't going to find much, though. It's just going to split up them even more. J Machine has the heal, though. Going to be back up 2.
This has left their A site completely open.
Yeah, A site's completely open, but I don't think 13th Order realizes that. Pablo's going to take out Frog. That's huge. Frog's been a key player for this Nebula team. Bounce Baby going to be smoked off in the garage. They're still hesitant to go over towards C long, but it looks like that's what they're going to end up doing. Once again, just blink long. That is really unlucky. Oh. The Killjoy utility is going to come through. Ooh. It's going to put Nat in a really bad spot. Spike's going to go down. Nope. Plant coming through from Axe. Work 3 versus 4. As Grampy falls. Leafy's going to find Dumpster Baby with the operator. That's going to be a good pick. J Machine on the flank. Attacker Killjoy coming out is going to slow it down even more. Spike has been planted. Pablo's going to find Blink Belong. Royal Boy's going to find Pablo, though. 2 versus 2. J Machine. Towards the flank. Axe can take out Royal Boy to 2 versus 1. 13th order. Can they do it? J Machine coming onto site. It's just going to hit Axe in the head with the Bucky. It's all up to Leafy with the pistol. And J Machine's going to find it. Defuse coming in. Will it be enough time? I don't think it will.
Ooh, it's going to be close. Oh, he just gets it.
0.8 of a second. It's 5-1. J Machine finds 2 there with the shotgun.
Wow.
Puts them up by 4. 5-1. Team Nebula.
I really thought 13th Order had that round. I'm not going to lie. That was a little bit chaotic towards the end. J Machine getting those 2 clean kills with the shotgun. I did not expect that coming in. But I'm wondering to see if Team Nebula starts playing a little bit differently, because that was the first round that they really pushed something, and they can lose 2 players down mid. And that was something that didn't really work out for them, so I'm wondering to see if they do something similar.
Yeah. We have yet to see them push B at all. Roma Boy is there with the wall. Wall's going to go up, denying any hopes of a B push. Didn't look like it was going to go that way anyway. And wow, 13th Order is so spread out. I can't predict where they're going to go. Neither can Team Nebula. Shots from over at B. Shots over at C long. From 13th Order. Nothing yet.
No charges left.
Looks like they're going to try. Yeah. Wall's going to get destroyed here. And well, Frog and Royal Boy on B site. That's not 2 players you want to be up against. Relatively slow game coming in here from both sides. No side wanting to aggress here and there. 13th Order moving over towards A. J Machine only one on site. He's not going to give up any ground though. Start coming from Pablo's going to spot out something, and Pablo's just going to destroy J Machine there. Royal Boy and Frog in heaven. Shock Dart coming through is going to get some damage on him, not a lot. Royal Boy and Frog still having. Dumpster Baby. Dumpster Baby over towards A Link. Trying to look for something. Sova ult coming through. Pablo looking to find something. Killjoy lockdown has been destroyed. Blink Long's gonna take out Pablo with the utility though. That's huge. Really smart play by Blink Long. Frog's gonna take out Axe. Leaf's gonna take out Royal Boy. Blink Long gonna take out another Nat. Delay coming in here from the utility. There's not gonna be enough time. Shots coming through. Leafy's gonna take out Frog. All players are gonna fall. 5-2.
Wow.
13th Order finally gets 1 more.
Wow. Yeah, no, that's something that that was an intense round. When that Killjoy out came back in, and I saw Blanc throwing his utility down long and that little cubby, I honestly thought that was the round. But then that Sova ult countering that Killjoy ult, so smart, so well played by 13th Order, extremely well done. Kind of just destroyed that retake. But they are going to be gathering up pretty heavy towards the C, and it's just Killjoy here with a shotgun.
Yeah, although I can't say we've seen Bling be very efficient with the utility. That I wouldn't be surprised if he makes a really good trade-off here. But as I say that, 13th Order opting to go to another site, I think. 13th Order playing very slow once again, spread out, looking for something, anything. Getting early advantage here. Shot coming through from Leafy. Isn't gonna find Frog. Frog takes positioning on top. Is gonna find Leafy. That's huge trade-off. Jet 1v1 is won by Frog. Pablo's gonna take out Frog though. That's a really good pick. Pablo's gonna fall though. About half health. Not ideal. Game moving very slowly. And it looks like they're gonna opt towards A. At the end of everything. Playing very slow. It's up to J Machine on A. Yeah, they're gonna go towards A. J Machine. Sitting here. No action whatsoever. Trying to drag this out is painful. Pablo and that. Towards A long. Okay, breach utility, sorry. Coming through. J Machine's gonna get the flash. Gonna find one. Not gonna find another though. And Brimstone ult's gonna help out Nebula here a little bit to gain some sight positioning though. As Nat just walks right in, Royal Boy says no to that. Shockboat's coming through. Breach ult. Gonna be committed. Grampy's gonna find one. Royal Boy's gonna fall. Dumpster Baby's gonna find Pablo though. It's just up to Grampy. He's gonna fall though. And the defuse coming in by Bling. Team Nebula takes another round, 6-2.
Yeah, no, extremely well done with the retake. I mean, that Brim ult kind of pushed him off site, got him stuck in short and long, and from there they weren't totally sure what to do. Honestly, that Breach ult I was a little nervous for. I saw them coming up. Breach had a perfect opportunity. He got that free kill on Sage. He honestly could have continued pushing and got another free kill if he wanted to. But no, just extremely well done. And again, they always end up tending to group up towards C at the beginning of the round and then end up making their way towards A at the end.
Leafy popping the knives here. It's going to go very aggressive for Royal Boy. I don't know if he expects it. Shots or knives coming through from Leafy. He's going to miss the updraft though. Dumpster Baby's going to find Leafy. Pablo's going to find Bling. Dumpster Baby. He's going to find Pablo though. Share shots. J Machine's gonna hit Grampy from behind. Dumpster Baby's gonna find another though. That's 3 for Dumpster Baby. Axe is gonna fall. And Frog is gonna knife Nat. That is
wow.
That is not great.
What a way to end the round.
Yeah, that is I did not expect that going to this round. Fast pace, gets punished. Nebula comes out on top once again, 7-2.
Again, it was just a strong retake at that point. Because, I mean, Roy kind of like let that one slide, letting Jet run up into B and not even expecting it. So this round, it looks like Roy is probably going to be countering that, yeah, just with the normal wall up B so that he can make sure that doesn't happen again because it kind of caught him off guard a little bit. As I say that last round, that most of the time they end up hitting towards C long, it looks like that's what they're planning to do this round too.
Yeah, good on, I should say good on Leafy for recognizing that. It's like that's using your brain a little bit. Killjoy utility. Blink has been really good with that. It's gonna find 2. Axe gonna find Blink though. Royal Boy's gonna find Axe. Royal Boy's gonna find Nat. And it's all up to Pablo. Just chilling in the smoke right now. It's gonna get walled off. This couldn't get any worse. Well, it could. But I highly doubt it will. Pablo in a very tough spot. Should meet J Machine relatively quickly here on the flank. Pablo, 1 versus 4. It's not looking too likely.
Oh, the timing.
J Machine. That is the worst possible timing for J Machine. But now they know where Pablo is.
Spike's down on that C site. He really has no other options here. But the long B flank may end up working in his favor.
This could work if Nebula anticipates save. Pablo, we've seen great plays from in the past. Nothing happening. Walking very slowly. I mean very, very slowly. Oh, Dumpster Baby's gonna see it though. Really, really good reaction time from Dumpster Baby. I would not have expected that. That was the slowest round we've had all game.
Yeah,
Um,
it really was.
It's fine. Timeout being called by Grampy. Looks like 13 Doors gonna take a timeout here. Try and regain some momentum. Or try and slow some Nebula's momentum.
Is no one else going to call the timeout? They're not going to call the timeout.
I guess not. Some odd stuff, but I'm not gonna question it. J Machine Flash coming out. 13th Order over towards A. Looks like that's what they're gonna opt to go, as Leafy is relatively far in sewers. Although I will say Grampy's over towards Garage. Shots being exchanged, both sides. Not gonna find much. Shots coming through. Leafy's gonna find J Machine. Blink's gonna find Grampy though. Grampy was over towards Garage. Frog gonna get smoked off. Plant coming through by Nat.
Spike planted.
Royma Boy over towards site. I'm gonna back off a little bit. Killjoy coming through that could be huge. Yeah, it doesn't look like be able to counter. Will Frog be able to get there in time? Frog will not be able to get there in time. But Roy Boy finds two.
One enemy remaining.
Dumpster Baby's gonna find Leafy and Blink's gonna find Pablo. Even though the Killjoy slowed them down so much, still Nebula that comes out on top.
Wow. Wow, and I'm not sure if they're going to be calling this timeout or not. I'm not 100% sure.
Last round in the half.
But we're about to halftime, so they are... No, there it is.
There's the timeout coming through. Yeah, I mean, I must say though, 13th Order is been looking good. I just think overall Nebula has better communication. And at the end of the day, like these rounds have been close. Like a decent amount of these rounds have been relatively close. But just Team Nebula has amazing chemistry, and that's what 13th Order I think is lacking right now.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I know in my experience coaching Team Nebula, that's our biggest thing is team chemistry and communication. We haven't even talked about strats at this point. We've mainly just been talking about communication. We play together as much as possible. Just want to make sure that we're feeling each other and understand how the other people play. So that's something that we're going to see throughout the tournament as we go on, more of that. But I know Team Nebula is probably ahead of the game at that point. So 13th Order, I think they're going to slowly come back from this, and this is something that, while we see a huge advantage for Nebula right now, I think 13th Order is going to come back from this, and it's going to be pretty close in the future.
Yeah, I do think as 13th Order, they have the players to make it happen. Pablo we've seen play really well. Leafy we've seen play really well. I don't doubt that this is going to be a team to, watch out for in the future. Right now, it's just been all Nebula. Will they be able to bring it back? Will they not? We'll have to find out. Actually going to find Dumpster Baby, though. Good start. Dumpster Baby has been a key player. 15-7 for Team Nebula right now. Some great smoke coming through from Leafy. Gonna stop Roy Boy. Roy Boy's gonna get the res off on Dumpster Baby. And that brings it right back to a 5v5. 13th Order going to rotate over back towards A. Done this many times, and if you're Nebula, I think you're expecting this to happen. Excellent Killjoy utility coming through to make sure that it slows that down while rotate can come through. Every single ultimate, every single ability, every single utility has been popped right now. Roaring Boy's gonna find Grampy. Frog's gonna find Axe. Leafy's gonna find Blink. Pablo's gonna find J Machine. Pablo and Nat are gonna fall. Leafy's gonna find Frog though. It's 2 versus 1. Leafy, yeah, not gonna make it happen. Dumpster Baby takes them out. Well, that is 10-2.
Wow. Wow. What a
Favorite
powerful res coming in right there. I definitely didn't expect to see that, but when he went over in res, I knew immediately that was going to make the round so much more difficult because Dumpster Baby still had his ult going into that round. So when they finally pushed A site, we saw a Killjoy ult, we saw the Brim ult, we saw Sova ult countering it. There was so much going on all at once, and again, I think it comes down to just communication between the two teams. But for 13th order, if they want to make this a good half, they're going to need to start getting some picks here. They're going to need this round. They're going to need the next round in order to make some progress against Nebula.
Totally agree. Was Haven? Haven was Nebula map pick, right?
So you ban all the way down until there's 3 maps left. That's basically
Gotcha.
yeah.
All right, no, yeah. That's how we're doing. Nice. Okay.
Pretty
Very
heavy
slow.
rotate over.
Very. A little slow by Nebula to get started here. Shots coming through. Leafy, about half health. No heals available for 13th order. Still not much action happening. 2 players for Nebula. Frog and Roman Boy looking through garage. Not going to find too much. And looks like the rest of Nebula is going over towards A, where they're going to be met by 4 players from 13th order. Now 3 as Pablo falls. Grampy's going to find J Machine, trades on both sides, and ends up being a 2v2 at the end of it. All 4 players on site. Grampy, and gets some shots off. Roman Boy and Frog. Roman Boy's going to... Holy cow. So much just happened at once. If you aren't watching, Grampy finds 3 in that round, 2 at the end.
Huge play. Huge play from
13th order.
Grampy. Wow,
13th order.
excellent hold there coming in from them too. It looked like Nebula seemed a little bit lost at the beginning of the round. They were kind of just waving back and forth, trying to look for a gap, but 13th order just didn't have one. So that extremely well played on their first defensive round, and now they're going to have the advantage coming into the first buy round. So if I'm Nebula at this point, my main goal is just trying to get the bomb down, get 1 or 2 kills, take away as many guns as possible, and 13th order should have this round.
Yeah, 13th order looking really strong. They read that rotate over towards A like a book. I think if they continue to do that, it's going to be really tough for Nebula to even get on site, let alone keep position. Nebula's still playing relatively slow attacking game. Hoping it can favor them at some point. One player over towards C. 1 player in garage, 1 player on B. 1 player over towards sewers. 1 player in their spawn for 13th order. First shots of the game coming through. 1 garage, J Machine, and Leafy. 1 meets a little bit. How much though? Nat's gonna find Roy Blade. Graham's gonna find Bling. Early advantage. I shouldn't say early. An advantage for 13th order. Halfway into the round. Leafy. Garage gonna find J Machine through the wall. Axe gonna find Frog. Dumpster Baby. Last hope. Won't get the flawless. Pablo. Didn't get the shots off. Dumpster Baby. Nearly had something there, but 13th order.
Well,
Gotten
yeah.
2 in a row.
Yeah, well done for their holds. They really needed those rounds. That was extremely massive. Going into this round, Nebula is going to have an advantage. They just are. The way this economy system works in this game, they're going to have an advantage coming into this round. But it looks like they're going to be forcing up into this for 13th order. So that way they're trying to get on the same grounds as Nebula. That's a little bit of a risky play because if they do lose this round, they're pretty much done for at that point. So they really need this round for 13th order.
Yeah. Really far dart by Pablo's gonna, I believe, find 1 over in Spawn. Leaf's gonna take out Dumpster Baby. Another really early pick. Gonna benefit 13th order here. Nebula's still playing that slow attacking game. J Machine all the way over towards A. gonna move back. Still considering their options. 2 players over towards C long, 1 over towards B, and another. J Machine's pushing up really far in sewers. It's only him. I don't know if it's making noise. I think that's what it is. J Machine making some noise. Trying to get some players over towards A. While the rest push over towards C, but Axe and Leafy are still there. Leafy's gonna find 1. Axe gonna be taken down by Roy Boy. Roy Boy. One site planting with Bling. J Machine's gonna meet Nat there. That could be huge. It will be. Nat's gonna fall. Roy Boy. 1 spike. Grampy. Here. Shots coming through. Grampy's gonna find 1. Bling. Once over at C long. Both Nebula players are relatively spread out. Dog coming through. J Machine not gonna be able to find much there. Defuse needs to happen soon. Bling. Still C long. Shots coming through. Pablo's gonna defuse. Bling. The defuse coming in from Pablo. He's gonna stick it. Bling. It's gonna fall to Leafy eventually. That's 4 for Leafy on that round.
Wow.
That was a roller coaster.
Wow, yeah. No, I honestly thought Nebula was going to have that round for a second because, you know, at one point they were at a disadvantage when they were pushing up C long, but then their take was just so strong. But 13th order with that post plant coming in and just destroying them. J Machine had a really good flank, was able to get a couple picks from Garage and CT. That was massive, and without that, it wouldn't even been close. So these teams are so equally matched, it is hard to tell sometimes what's going to be happening. But just a save round coming in from Nebula. Fast A.
Yeah, Nebula on a great spot economically. I think opt towards A. Looking to find something. Grampy is not in the best position for this. I don't know if he knows it or not. 2 in sewers. 2 in long. Grampy's gonna be in a really bad spot here. Utility gonna be committed. Royman Boy's gonna find Pablo though. Grampy's gonna find Royman Boy. 4 versus 3. In favor of 13th order. Shots coming through. Leafy all the way over towards the attacker's spawn. Looking for anything. Leafy's gonna get shots off. Bling is gonna fall.
Down A.
Spike's gonna go down in sewers. That's gonna be really difficult. J Machine's gonna take out Leafy though with the Marshall. That's huge. Leafy had an opportunity to do some damage there. Axe gonna take out Dumpster Baby though. It's 3 versus 1. J Machine still has full health. Shots coming through. Grampy's gonna find J Machine. And that's 10 to 6. You didn't think that 13th order could bring it back. Well, they're making it happen.
Yeah, for sure. This is really a battle of the defensive side at this point. We're seeing that quite a bit. I mean, both teams are doing pretty well on their defensive side. For Nebula here, I mean, they do got full buys. Both teams got full buys. But this is a momentum-based game. And if Nebula wants to do anything, they really need to take a round here.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of like all the teams we've seen, I feel like 13th Order is the most defensively minded team we've seen. You know, it's nice. Nebula, we've seen Sincerely Yours. They're all really good defensive teams. But this 13th Order is the first team where I've seen that they're truly defensive. A lot happening on B now. Nebula doesn't want to waste any time here. Gonna play really aggressive. And it's 4 versus 2 situation in favor of Nebula. Axe and Leafy. 2 very capable players. Axe can find 1.
Down B.
Bike's gonna fall. Flash coming through. J Machine not gonna press up any farther. Turrets coming through. Leafy stuck behind the wall.
Last player standing.
Frog's gonna take out Axe though. It's off to Leafy. The only thing in their way is a Sage Wall. Not gonna expect it though. Roman Boy's gonna find Leafy, and that's gonna be 11 to 6. Nebula finally gets one on the board on the attacking side.
Wow. Yeah,
Good stuff.
I know that. I mean, Leafy definitely wasn't expecting that. As soon as that wall broke, I mean, 3 people pushed him. So I know I wouldn't have been expecting that. That was well done from them, and that was a good sight hold from Nebula. So now it's 11-6. Nebula only needs 2 rounds to close this out. Like I said, momentum-based game. They take this round here, and 13th Order is going to have a hard time buying in the next round. So it really comes down to this round here.
This is a must-win round for 13th Order if they won't have any chance of coming back in this game. Once again, Nebula's going to opt for a slow approach. Frog going to find Leafy, however. That's a big pick. Leafy has been such a key player for this 13th Order team. Now, Nebula going over towards A. This could be deadly. Back gets picked off here. He has to do something. Delay push a little bit. And it's going to be a 4 versus 1 at the end of the day. Axe going to fall. And there's a 5 versus 3. Roy, my boy, gets the plant off. All 5 players taking really good position here. Link is going to be walled off. 1 player Heaven. Nat, Pablo. Grampy's going to fall. Nat and Pablo, it's up to them. Shots coming through. Nat's going to find Roy, my boy. Trying to get something, anything here. Dumpster baby. Stim beacon comes out. Dumpster baby's going to find Nat. Pablo and Heaven. I think it's going to opt for the save here. He's going to have to meet Dumpster Baby, though. Dumpster Baby's not going to miss a shot there. Pablo's going to fall 12-6.
Wow.
Team Nebula looking very strong.
Yeah, I think at first Nebula was struggling finding their rhythm, completely understanding, because this team, 13th Order, is so defensive. When they were playing extremely slow for Nebula, it just wasn't working. They were getting picked off on the extremities. One person was dying. Frog was dying when he was peeking at corner. Little things like that. But now that they're kind of pushing together and just taking sites, 13th Order is having a hard time defending it and rotating fast enough to take those sites back.
Yeah, Nebula has adapted to everything that 13th Order is throwing at them. And when it looks like 13th Order had a snowball momentum, Nebula was able to stop it. A lot of action over towards A. Nat's going to find Frog. James is going to take out Nat, though. And now the only player on site is Axe, who's going to fall back towards Link. Grampy's there as well. Somebody can get planted, and they're all going toward 4 players to tame, though. The Killjoy didn't make such a big difference. Defuse coming in. Leafy gonna find 1. J Machine gonna find Pablo. Leafy, though, is gonna get 3 in that round. And just like that, 13th Order looking very strong with the Killjoy usage.
I don't even know what to say about that. That is crazy. 4 people detained. They saw that Killjoy out coming on an A site. They didn't have much time, and they decided to stick plant, and all of them ran down into short, and all of them got detained. That Killjoy ult really made the difference there, and without it, they probably wouldn't have run that round. But huge play from Killjoy.
I looked at it, I'm like, oh, Killjoy, and now I'm like, 4 players detained. What? How's that happen?
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. 12-7. If you're Nebula, I wouldn't be too concerned. Definitely, maybe want to go over that one in VODs, but it happens. Wet. Once again, another slow attack and push by Nebula. Not much gonna happen. Dumpster baby gonna throw the molly down in garage. Frog's gonna find Pablo, the operator. That is a nasty shot. Leaf can smoke off, but Frog's gonna find Leafy. That's 2 players down for 13th Order. And now all 5 of the Nebula players are gonna be on site. Nat's gonna take out Dumpster Baby. Gramps is gonna fall to J Machine though. 4 versus 2. Attacker Killjoy coming through. Well, I don't think. Yeah, Axe is gonna fall. It's all up. Nat Bling blong. That is
Wow.
what a
Okay.
way to end that round. I am speechless.
Wow, that is crazy.
There's some good Valorant right there.
Yeah.
Leafy. I mean, players in terms of players to highlight. Dumpster Baby. We have not seen yet. At least I haven't. Played phenomenal. Leafy as well. Played very good. Roy Boy, J Machine, who we've both seen, played really well. Frog as well. Pablo though. This 13th Door team is grown to my expectations. You know,
Yeah.
they've gone above and beyond here. Both very solid teams here. I'm excited for the next map because I think it's going to be another close game.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Next map is going to be crazy. I think that the next map that we're going into is going to be bind actually. So when we're going into this bind game, we're going to see a lot of different things coming in from both teams. I know Nebula has practiced this one a lot. 13th Order, I'm assuming, has also practiced this one a lot. This is one of the most played maps between us so far. I know most teams enjoy playing this map, so this is something that I'm excited to see what they got going on. And rotations are going to be a little bit just more intense with those teleporters everywhere. So yeah, no, this game is going to be pretty insane. IXP, you got any other thoughts on that?
No, I think binds is going to be I'm excited to see what both teams have in store because, like you said, this is This is like a map that is practiced a lot by a lot of teams. So I think that the compositions we saw from last game, knowing what each player can play, I think that it's going to be some really, really good Valorant.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
I agree. So before we get into the next map, we will go to a brief intermission and we will be right back with you guys. Stay tuned.